online review
What? Are we
platforms.
actually live? Oh, we're actually
Yeah.
live!
Oh, how much of that did go out? Because
Not
that's
much.
okay. There's
Anyway.
some incriminating things there.
It's okay.
Last time on In the Red, our heroes went to the circus and the tent started to fall down. That's where we'll pick up. What do you guys want to do? A big wind came, snapped the guidelines that are holding the tent up. We're not doing a bunch of recap. We're diving right in. It's to grab hold of your attention.
Wait,
Exactly.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking.
How do you have a question already?
Apparently,
we just started.
apparently we're doing some
Jake.
recap. Go ahead, Jake.
Oh no.
Wait,
I did not. Wow, the sound in this headset's way different from my other headset.
It's because I'm yelling.
No, I
Is
can
it
hear my.
because one of the things is
Yeah,
like...
one of the ears is like both the ears are like clamped on real good, and I can hear. Oh God, I need to like turn it off. My voice is annoying. So.
Now you know what we have to deal with.
Yeah, I
every
know.
day.
Sorry, not sorry.
there we go. I just got the prompt that Initiative Coffee
All right,
is live.
so
Yeah!
is like Wind's Hollow in a basin? Because you said it was like in a like there's winds coming off the top of a hill or something. That
So
snaps
I
up.
guess like
What's
it's
the terrain around?
like the
Wind's
terrain
Hollow?
is like there. It's not, I wouldn't call it a basin. I guess like the most. It's like a very large ravine, right? So not large in terms of
Montana
depth,
State University kind of ravine.
but like there's lots of like. It kind of sits in the middle of several kind of bluffs, one of which is to the north, and one of which is to the southwest. Right?
Like where is it in relation? Like how far away? Like we can't throw a rock and hit a wall. It's like
No.
it's a few football fields away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the northern bluff is basically where the carnival is, and if that hasn't been the case, I'm retconning it right here and right now.
Okay.
The northern bluff.
When
Yeah.
you were saying like, yeah, the winds are blowing off the north, and I was like, I don't remember. I thought we were kind of like
Yeah, so there's a northern bluff,
Pleasantville.
and it's only like maybe 10 or 15 feet above like the level that Wind's Hollow sits on. But there is
so it's
notably...
actually not that much.
No, it's not. It's not huge, but apparently there's
Apparently
a lot of
it
winds
is.
that who knows.
This is all mental notes that I'm doing as I run to the carnival, seeing him going like this.
Yeah, Jake, while you're in town, you notice that like whatever geological features are part of this region, like Wind's Hollow is named Wind's Hollow for a reason. Like there is a gap in the wind. Like this is like a protected area from these winds that are whipping around in like a circular formation around Wind's Hollow. But
so
it
this is actually
not windy
like
there.
too tall. Like the top, like the tent itself is almost too tall, and that's what's catching all the wind almost, and like that's.
Notably, notably,
You should
the wind
make us
is.
come up with how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's notable that the wind has. This is the first time you have experienced the wind being an issue.
Oh.
Right, like this is a new phenomenon that you guys have not been privy to before, right? Which is why it hasn't been mentioned before, because it hasn't been there. Right, but like now that this wind is picking up, it's suddenly occurring to you pretty quickly that like, oh, maybe Wind's Hollow is named Wind's Hollow for a reason, right?
Huh. I'll contemplate that as I'm doing a full dash.
All right, so
towards
he's
the guy going
sprinting.
like this.
He's sprinting for like a minute. What do you guys?
I do have something held as an action.
Okay.
I guess I would like when I get into range, I'm casting guidance on the gentleman that's holding
the tent?
it until I'm able to help him out.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be a turn in between.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about it for the last 2 weeks, so
Sure.
that's the best I got actually.
So what we'll do for the rest of you the other four of you, is we'll do a skill challenge on how you are going to solve this problem. How you're going to basically protect the people in this tent, right? It looks like the members of the circus are working as best they can to kind of like get people out before the tent falls over, but ultimately like that does not necessarily mean they will be successful, right? Like this doesn't appear to be anything that was by any means expected or prepared for in any contingency plans. On top of that, there's a spectral a fey horse that shows up in the middle and is
on top of the
no
circus.
in the tent and is terrified and bucking and real hazard for the people trying to escape this thing.
I really thought I was gonna be able to ride the horse, but like that didn't even no shot.
Well, it sounds like for once we actually need Clyde to poof.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I mean, I love Clyde, but he usually has killed himself by now.
He did not say it was Clyde. He said it was a fey horse.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, I know, but it
Could be a
It's
second.
Clyde. There it
Okay.
is. It's
It's
canon.
Clyde.
It could be Clipe, actually. It'd be a different one. Or Clife.
All right,
Clyde with a K. Clyde with a K.
so let's do a 3-round skill challenge here. That will get
Let's go.
Morty to, more or less, I guess, to the circus tent. So spit. What would you
Oh
like to do?
man, I'm first. I am.
But you're not spit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It's true.
It's been a while. It was just like I forgot that was a thing. Yeah.
Is that all good now?
Perfect.
It's not.
Oh no, it's not.
It got worse.
Thank-
Kind
I
of.
thought I was
No,
gonna
I
be.
did where
I
I
see.
needed to be.
I was gonna be
Yeah.
a bear. I was gonna be like, I turn into a bear and hold on to the tent.
No.
I ripped
All
the
right.
tent.
All right. I am going to use perception. I'm going to be constantly looking around for any falling debris or hazards so that I could yell it out to folks so that they don't run into kind of the line of danger of falling debris.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yep. Oh, that was almost a 2. Natural 20, so that's a 30. I would have accepted a 2, but I forgot that a 20 is right next to it.
Okay. Cooper, what skill would you like to
Oh.
use to help these people escape this tent before it collapses and possibly kills them while the
would
horse is
like-
bucking in danger?
I would like to point my muscly arm at all of the people currently trying to like wrangle the tent and like kind of like hold it in place and keep it up so that people can get out. And I would like to use my intimidation check to say, "Don't you dare let go of those ropes. Don't you dare
Okay.
put down that pole."
Scare them into submission.
It's intimidation, not fright.
Yeah, they're both the same thing.
It's a slight difference.
She's
For
using the
those
fight
with-
aspect of her flight or fight response.
For
Interesting.
those thinking.
Yell aggressively. We made it. We did it.
Yeah, you gotta yell at your problems. That is a 21. Nope, it's just a 20.
Sounded better than 21 though.
Yeah.
Alex,
I
what
like
skill
to
would you
lie.
like to use?
Given the hazard that we have established, Clyde, or however his name is spelled this time,
Mhm.
I'd like to use animal handling to try. Well, where am I in relation to Clyde at the moment?
Because this is kind of a nebulous scene, you can be as
Yeah.
close or as far from Clyde as you need to be to do the thing you want to do.
Okay, so
My
I
goal
would
is
like
to make you able to do things.
Splendid. All right. I would like to use animal handling because since this, I mean, I would be spooked too if I just poofed into existence in the middle of an active, like, a disaster movie
War
that's
zone.
unfolding in front of us. So I'd like to use animal handling to try and to calm him down, I'd like to mount him if I can, because I'd like to get him out of the tent at some point. So I'd like to pull a Breath of the Wild style, like mount the horse and calm him down.
Okay.
To make him not be a hazard to anyone except probably me now. That'd be a 19.
Ooh.
And Dimitri.
Pass without trace is only for stealth checks.
Yes, unless, I mean,
What are you gonna do?
I mean, like,
it's
possible that you could come up with some use of it other than stealth.
No, it says plus 10 bonus to dexterity.
Oh, dexterity stealth check specifically.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was just like, ooh, I can add plus 10 to everyone's dexterity around.
No.
Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use survival. So I'm going to be looking around and seeing how I can either use my knowledge of the survival in the situation to be able to either guide folks to the nearest exit or to be able to come up with an idea of how to stabilize said tent from the interior.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20.
Ooh. That means the next skill challenge is not gonna go well.
Now that they've used all their good skills.
It's true.
Morty, make a perception check for me.
That's a thing. 25.
Ooh.
As you start to sprint towards the carnival tent,
Yes.
you start to hear angry shouting from Ornath's estate.
Can I discern who it is with that check? Like,
It's Ornath.
Is there a
It's
secondary
Bastion Ornath.
body?
No,
Or does it
you
sound like
only
this-
hear Bastion Ornath.
Fudge. Nope, too important to do. Nope, I'm gonna keep running.
Okay. Cooper, round 2 of your skill challenge. What is the second skill you would like to use? Anything but intimidation.
This time I would like to use my beefy boy skill to help everybody hold down the tent.
Athletics.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying. I gotta stop using this online dice roller. Even though it's a very nice feature, it is so slow.
Yeah.
Oh! It's a 29.
I'm just built different.
Wait, was that a natural?
That was a natural
It
20
was a
plus.
nat 20. Yeah, plus my 9
Courage.
athletics.
Are you proficient in athletics then?
I
Yes,
would believe.
I very much am. I like to think that like 2 ropes just come like,
Out of your bag.
whipping around and I
Yeah.
just
Yes.
Enix. Round 2. Anything but athletics or animal handling.
Yeah, I want to use. How would history be helpful here?
You have to come up with the reason.
Look,
It
I'm
might be good.
not here
It
to
might
tell you
not
how
be
checks
good.
work. You got to tell me how checks
yeah.
work. And
Yeah.
then
And then he'll determine the
What
DC.
is the history of wind?
of
So,
wind and circuses.
Is wind pretty important?
So have I?
Are you leaning into history?
No. I just
Oh,
it's the.
I was
it's the-
excited for a moment.
I was too.
No, well, I need time to think about that. It's the next proficiency down from animal handling on my list.
From A to H, that's a big jump.
Well,
Valid.
there's nothing. It's
I go
not-
from A to I for
or
me.
athletics. Why would I be proficient in athletics?
That's fair.
I ride horses. So, on that note, I would like to ride. Have I calmed Clyde down? Is he still freaking out?
He's not like calm, but he's under control, I guess.
Okay, so I want to kind of guide him back outside. Like I want to. this is probably a bad place to go, but I'd like to go back out towards where the wrestler, he's being like held in the air by these guy wires, right?
He is emulating Stretch Armstrong at this point. Like his arms look longer than they should. Like,
Yeah, so I'd like to kind of guide Clyde out of the tent. It's outside, right? Out of the tent. So I'd like to go outside with Clyde, atop Clyde, and since I have a little, about 5-foot boost, I want to use medicine to try and kind of like, I've got bandages and stuff. I'd like to see if I can kind of construct using the medicine skill, because it is a bandage. I want to see if I can kind of like make a strap or a brace or something across the wrestler's back so that his or his arms stop stretching out more. Like let me rephrase that. I want to use medicine skill to put his arms back in the sockets, because I'm sure they've been pulled out by now.
Yeah.
I want to put them back into their sockets, and as I'm doing so, use the bandages to like kind of build a brace across his back to kind of
Some
it's
kind
his
of
arms.
weird traction device.
Yeah. I want him to not be literally get pulled apart, and also kind of hold the tent together in one motion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have to roll for that.
You do.
Yeah.
Oof. Well,
This determines, Enix, if his arms are connected to his body.
Yeah, I do want to point out that like you made that the consequence of this.
Yeah.
Like
I sure did.
that wasn't in my head before you were like, I want to make sure his arms don't detach.
Well, when do we get another round of bennies?
Next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Oh, no, 2 weeks,
no,
2
no,
weeks, 2
2
weeks.
Well, that's
The next
fine.
week, we can make a miraculous.
If it determines whether his arms fall off, I think I would like to re-roll, please.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one's a lot better. 16. It was better than a.
It's better than the, yeah.
It was better than a 9.
Yeah, it is.
He's not so much the reigning champ no more. Brian's writing down the crap.
Oh,
about-
yeah.
Dimitri, round 2.
Brian has to look up like the technical terms for rotator cuff tears and everything.
How tall is this tent?
60 feet.
60 feet. And is it coming down on us? Is it being blown over in a direction? Like, can I
It is being
determine?
blown away from the gentleman holding it up.
That's south. So,
So
wait,
the wind is
he's
whipping.
to the north.
The wind
North
is
to
whipping
south.
like northwest is the direction.
So I can determine like from inside the tent which way the wind is blowing. Okay. I would like to see how I'm going to explain this out, because I got to read this thing. All right, so I'm going to use my Arcana knowledge and abilities to be able to guide a wind wall pressing in the opposite direction from inside of the way that the wind is blowing on the outside to it. So I will be using my Arcana check to cast wind wall.
Yeah, I'll
and
give you
push.
Arcana or Nature, either one on that.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'll do Arcana for that one. So.
This determines if the tent ends up blowing further in the direction of the wind.
Let's re-roll that one. Much better. It went from a 9 to a 22.
Okay.
From a 3 to a 16 on the base.
Spit, round 2.
Yeah, my round 2, having seen Enix and Clyde dash out, because I'm also concerned about Enix's health, knowing what happens to Clyde. I run out and I see Enix attempting to assist the man with the man, but I'm paying attention to the ropes. So I'd like to use sleight of hand to grab hold of the ropes that he's holding and to tie our rope of binding to both ends of the rope. And after successfully tying the knots, I'm going to call out the word wrangle.
Well, let's see how successful those knots are. Go ahead and make
That I'm aware it relies on the success of the knots. Oh my god, I grabbed it without looking. It didn't go in the tray. We're gonna also use a penny.
That's 3, guys.
I know.
I don't
called
feel
it.
so
I
bad
called
anymore.
round 2 was going to be awful. Cooper knocked it out of the park with that one. But that was a natural 1.
Should be a halfling.
And now that's much better. 19.
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to pretty success. It takes like a second for you to like get your bearings, but it is a very magical rope that does very mediocre things. So you managed to at least give him a minute. It was not looking great for the use of his arms, but your assistance has made him less of a future
Stretch Armstrong.
armless person. I don't know.
I was going to say, Brian, are we doing recaps after each round or only after the whole thing? We didn't
yes
recap
and no.
from the
We didn't
first-
recap the first round at all. Yeah. So we'll do recaps after each round
the
as
end.
they are relevant. But this, I mean, the first round, like, yeah, the stuff by
Was a
and
setup.
large works. Like,
Okay.
Enix, round 3.
Yeah, so, okay. So just for my own knowledge, what would a 9 have done to his arms?
Oh,
Moved
he
him
would
off.
have immediately released the tent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he have
Oh,
released the
instead of
tent, or
releasing
would
his arms.
his body release the arm?
I mean, his arms would be broken, but that's what would have caused him to release the ropes. Yeah.
Okay, so the rope is or is not being held together by the magical rope at the moment.
The magical rope is currently using the appropriate knot to extend the length of a rope and connect it to another rope. That appropriate knot is a square knot. Possibly backed up with fishermen's on both ends. And then you watch as it is like slowly coiling itself, making its length shorter, and therefore strengthening the hold that the ropes have.
Okay. I would like to not go first. I'm really
too bad.
Oh, well.
I am really trying to figure out a way to make history fit in here. So I'm gonna see if I can bluff my way through this one. So
I guess like the skill challenge
we all
doesn't
are.
specifically have to relate. It can relate to anything that you want to do in this situation.
yeah,
So it doesn't
I would-
necessarily have to do with like securing life and limb. Like you could come up with other goals that you have. But if you fail to protect people, that will also have consequences. So
Okay, so knowing, I'm gonna make history work here. So I know from my travels, I've been around wind a time or two, specifically around tents. I've just decided,
Okay.
and I know I've seen this particular maneuver used before. I've heard tell of guy wires snapping and a guy Stretch Armstrong. A scenario eerily very similar to this, and I know because of this I've seen the magic rope start to kind of like hold this rope together, and I recall I don't know, magic words or something that was spoken in order to be able to let Stretch Armstrong let go and hop and like drop onto the horse behind me and have the rope actually hold on to this thing and not snap and go flying all over the place.
So you want to remember a historical event that is exactly like this one,
Yes.
and how you solve that problem.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I sure do.
Go
I sure
ahead
do.
and make a history check.
You're the one that wanted me to use history. I mean, I'm the one. Oh, boy. Well,
Go with it. Go with it.
I didn't think that was going to work anyway. 8.
Back at that time in the
I can
Battle of
assure
the
you
Louvre.
that you were correct. Dimitri.
Ooh, all right. I'm going to let's see here because I'm still inside. I'm going to use my prescription skill,
Prescription.
perception skill,
Okay.
to analyze and see how my wind wall that I have cast is holding up, and if I need to redirect it in any sense. And then also keeping in mind of how stable this tent is if I need to beeline it for an exit myself.
Sure.
He's 13.
Okay. The answer to your question is basically yes. Like, everything has been pretty successful, frankly, but all of these have been like temporary solutions to a pretty substantial problem. And that problem is seemingly like growing, right? The rope, the wrangle rope, gets pulled to its extreme. Spit, I need you to make an Arcana check to strengthen the rope, basically, to test the strength of the rope.
18.
Okay. Dimitri, you recognize a few things at the end. Most notably that your wind wall is like doing okay, but you need to get out, right? And you see the exit, and you kind of make a beeline for the exit, which is fine. Spit,
Question
what
mark?
is the third thing you want to do for the skill check?
Brian, can I interject really quick?
Yes.
What does it look like from Morty's point of view in terms of what's the? I mean, there is hell breaking loose
Mhm.
with a tent falling. Like, I can't accurately say how many people are inside this tent, but like, how many have left?
Sure.
Like, where
so,
does it fall? Like,
so what you're noticing most of all is like the wind is hitting this tent and creating like a parachute effect. And so the good news is that the wind is hitting it in such a way that it's keeping it upright temporarily, but if it
It's catching
shifts,
it almost.
it's problematic, right?
Okay.
Because it's blowing so hard that the guideline stakes for other posts are starting to just like whip out of the ground.
Okay.
You do notice a good number of people getting out. You would guess half of the people that you expect to be in the tent. Like, it's a pretty big crowd.
Yeah.
And there's not like unlimited points of egress, right? Like, it's pretty tough to get everybody out. And notably, like, no one has used their skills to manage the crowd yet. They've just worked on managing the tent.
Now it's gonna sound like I was using that as a cue here. I was coming, it was gonna happen.
Spit, what is the third skill you'd
I'm
like
gonna
to use?
use my survival skills in order to help rally the crowd in ways that are safe. No, so that is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my survival skill to. We've been in this kind of patch before. In fact, Morty has lauded me for my ability to rally a crowd and notice the situation. And knowing how dangerous it is outside, I want everyone to like make sure that they're being careful in such dangerous conditions outside. I want to be able to use my survival tactics to kind of understand. I mean, I grew up on a mountain. I understand large gusts of wind and whatnot, and I'm hopeful that I could lean on the survival skills of those who are visiting because they live in Wind's Hollow and have seen this kind of wind outside of that, outside of the city area anytime that they ventured. So I'm banking on both my and the populace's survival skill in order to properly traverse this. Kind of like, when you need to go to a place when you have a fire drill and you need to like go to your emergency stations that are safe and all that good stuff.
Go ahead and
Here we
make that
go.
survival check.
Sounds good. 26. Plus 10.
And Cooper.
I would like to do an investigation check to determine how many people are still inside the tent. I have no bonuses, so this will be a flat roll.
Okay.
Let us all hope and pray.
Counting was never Cooper's strong suit anyway. Just gonna put that out there.
I hope Rasalka doesn't find out there's something bad happening. She's gonna have a bunch of new mediums to copy things onto.
And these people aren't drowning. It's fine.
Don't worry, we'll get a pool.
What do I get to use for rerolls?
Benny.
You want to use a Benny to reroll, and we'll take it off the old town.
No one's left.
Counter.
We are out of here. Everything's clear.
I'm gonna use one.
Yeah.
I really gotta go get a dice. Another 7.
No one's left. You hear the screaming. It's just a sound box.
Like, is anybody in there?
You're trying to perform the count while facing.
It's more like, is anybody in here?
I'm using my arms so much. It's hard to use my brain.
It's true. You're focusing so much energy into flexing that.
True. I'm gonna go get some real dice.
Wow, that went. There was a sharp negative trend over those rolls. Yeah. So you guys, well, Enix, the thing you notice most of all is very suddenly you see a stake attached to a rope, flit out as if at the end of a whip, and embed itself pretty deeply into Clyde. I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Let's see, I'll use the good D20 for this one. Oh dear. Oh, 21.
Oh, that's great. You manage to... Clyde disappears in his traditional sense. And,
but because it's windy, the petals are flying everywhere?
Yeah. It's very very action movie-esque. Notably, as you fall from Clyde, you manage to catch yourself before you fall off the bluff. Like this 10-foot bluff.
Oh, snap.
And
I forgot
you
about
managed
that.
to avoid pretty substantial, like, sharp rocks and tumble. Gosh. Cooper, you're pretty sure everybody's going to be fine. Like, they're all... There's, like, maybe a dozen people left, and they're, like, making their way to the big tent flap. I mean... Everything will probably be fine, you think.
3 people left.
Morty, you're watching. You're watching this tent come apart, basically, and you manage to sprint up and get just outside of the tent, as it finally comes tumbling down.
Woo! What did I miss?
Well, you missed a couple of people not get out of the tent. And unfortunately, you don't hear a lot of motion or commotion from inside.
I'm going to, if I'm allowed to take my action now,
Mhm.
I'm going to immediately go in and start, try to deadlift stuff off to, see if I can get people out. Like, maybe it was immediate impact. There's maybe people I can still save.
Mhm.
just trying to get any leverage I can to let anybody out.
Okay.
And also recover, and like almost in a frantic, frenzied way.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Make an athletics check for me.
That is a 16.
Okay. So you notice about 6 people, kind of in the remains of this tent, right? And you're kind of like digging underneath in the like cloth bits to get to beams in the first place, right?
Yep.
A couple of notable people you see are Carrie from Carrie's Caravan. You see 3 or 4 other merchants that you don't really recall the names of, but you also see Siegfried, and he is not conscious and not breathing.
I'll immediately cast. Can I still cast spell? Like, I don't know what kind of torn order we're in, right? Are we kind of like just free play?
You can cast a spell, but you'll have to make a check to back it up.
Where is my spell? I can't cast it at the immediate right now. Am I missing something? I will hit him with a revivify.
Okay. Make a religion
Caster check. Religion or caster?
Caster check.
And then immediately re-roll it.
I'm going to reroll that.
Well, you have to.
Well, it's a forced re-roll.
Because Big Mar used to try that again.
You know, I appreciate that because it went from a 5 to like a 19. So,
okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
The winds are still pretty strong, but you can manage to like get people. Now that everything is like on the ground, there's no like immediate threat of it falling because it already has. There are several people wounded. Siegfried is unconscious but breathing now, though he looks. I mean, his left shoulder and arm are not where they're supposed to be, so it does not look great for his future in blacksmithery. But we'll see.
Then my follow-up question to that is it something that needs to be dealt with now, like because of resetting stuff, or like could I deal with that later with another, like?
You don't know that you know how to deal with it in the first place, right? Like there doesn't.
I mean, I've got
to
strong hands.
I mean, I guess you could. It doesn't look to be. So it doesn't look to be
like a greater restoration
issue. It looks to be like a crushing issue,
a mangling issue.
Would a greater restoration fix that?
You don't know.
I'll start off with the lesser restoration.
Okay, it does not unmangle and uncrush his arm. But you managed to get everyone is at least now stable in whatever condition they are currently in, minus Carrie, who is just not alive.
Can I revivify him as well?
You'll.
That was the check.
Because I mean it's within the last minute.
And it's just an action to do?
Yeah, it's just an action to cast.
Yes. You can attempt to revivify him.
Which is, I mean, I'm what we talked about before, that's kind of where I'm at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Caster check, I've got a 13.
Okay. It does not...
Get out of here! Get out of here! Sorry.
It does not look like he is breathing after your revivify.
Like I'm gonna do it haphazard, like get up and like, yeah.
Concussion him?
Make a disadvantaged medicine check.
I mean, it's more so like a half-assed way of like just my last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Come
the
on,
heart
medicine.
start.
Double 20s. Come on. I need him in my life right now. Restart the heart. Actually, it's an 11 and a 12 plus 8. That's a 19. 20 down to a 19. Heart, start working. Start working.
But
Oh
how much
my goodness.
how much internal damage are you doing with this?
Right.
shit?
That's not my problem.
Can I call lightning to bring down a bolt of lightning to restart the heart and probably drill a hole right
Big.
through it?
Um,
I don't want to
Yes.
do that, just to be clear.
yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, so your DC was in fact 19, so that is...
I would be very clear. There was no BS on that one. There's like a 19, 20, or an 8, 11, 12 plus 8. Ugh. I like how the magic didn't work, and then it's like just me beating the heck out of his like body. I'm just like, get up.
Yeah, that should be a lesson to you. Sometimes magic isn't the answer.
Well, wait a minute. Last time I used a concussion pole.
Like, sometimes
I
it
killed
is.
someone.
I don't know what to tell you. So you managed to get the folks out of the tent. We'll see kind of what their status will be, but they are all stable and alive.
Is any like, and I will continue like, I almost like push him to the side. Like I hate saying like I'm like roughly handing, but I'm gonna continue looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
make
that's,
sure that,
that's
like...
the general idea that
Okay.
I expected. Yeah. So while that is happening, the rest of you, what are you doing while he scrambles through a fallen tent?
I successfully made it out. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You successfully made it out, ignoring the other 7 people that were in the tent behind you. Yeah.
Savage.
I will go into the fallen tent and start like helping look for the rest of the people by like moving the big things out of the way.
Okay. Yeah. Make an athletics check.
Gladly. Oh, what is that? 28.
Ooh.
Yeah, it takes like less than 10 minutes for you to basically pick up all of the parts of this tent and move them off of anyone that was under them. Morty has largely gotten everyone out, but between the two of you, you have like thoroughly searched the tent to identify that there are no longer anyone trapped within. Spit, Enix, what are you guys doing?
How windy is it still?
It's still windy. It's still very windy.
Yeah, isn't this tent just like blown away at this point?
Well,
It's
it's weighted
collapsed.
down by the beams at this point.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
like collapse.
Oh,
on
It's
it.
like folded
okay,
and crumpled
yeah.
over itself. So I am going to, following on my previous survival bit there, is encourage everyone to make their way back towards town and kind of pace up and down the line of folks making their way, just reminding them to take care, stay safe, stay with their loved ones. I'd probably also call out to ask if anyone knows if anyone's missing, so I could keep a mental log of it too.
Okay.
But my main MO is make our way back towards the safety of Winds Hollow as swiftly and safely as possible.
Yeah. Make an investigation check with your charisma instead of intelligence.
You got it. That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of calling out and like trying to like use a buddy system style evaluation, and like nobody's really like, everyone is focused on like getting to town. Nobody's really responding to you. You have no like, they're, they've gotten out and they're on their way down, and that's it. Annex.
What are we doing with the wounded right now? Are they just like in a pile on the ground right now?
Yeah, they have not been triaged beyond like everyone is stable.
Okay.
But there's been no like effort made so far, at least, into like who can walk back to town, or like who needs
Sure.
the most medical attention.
So can I can I triage all the injured at the same time?
Yeah, I think like triaging is like a pretty basic categorization. So like, yeah, you
Okay.
can make one medicine check to like triage the 6 or 7 people that
Okay.
like aren't currently walking down to town. But like all it will do is identify like who's very hurt and who isn't, right? Like who needs
Sure.
the most attention.
Are there any carts or something? Well, here, let me do that first. I want to find like who's capable of walking.
Mhm.
Find like yeah, the thing we were just talking about.
Yeah.
It's a 19.
Yeah, so there's 7 people that aren't currently walking when you go to like start that process, and you just start like basically like yelling at people like, "Hey, get up and go!" And by the end of it, you notice like 3 people, um, 2 people can't walk because they have broken legs, and 2 people are unconscious because they were dead.
Are they still dead?
No, no, no.
They're
They've been
stable.
undeaded.
They are
Okay.
stable. No, they have been. They
Or
have
I'm
been
sorry.
revivified specifically.
Sure. I
Or last resort act of godded apparently.
Ah!
All right. So
They're alive, but they are unconscious, and by the looks of them, will need to be carried back to town. They are not in
Okay.
any condition to walk.
so there's 4 total.
Mhm.
Are there anything in the way of like carts or buggies or something we'd be able to keep
Yeah,
these
so there's
folks?
7 carts that are like the carnival's carts, like what they came into town with, and they are already like emptying one out for the seemingly for the sake of like getting these people to town.
Okay.
Mm.
Will all of these folks fit on one cart, or is it like one cart,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
person?
yeah. No, all it'll be tight, but everybody would fit. It's not like comfortable, but no one will be comfortable with
I
broken
will
legs.
carry. I will carry at
Yeah.
least one
Can I kind of
person.
like, since I ain't gonna be lifting these people, and the yeah, can I kind of like wave Cooper over and ask him to sort of help me sort of as carefully as possible heft these people up into the cart?
Oh yeah. I like very
Uh,
carefully get people up into the cart, and then it's starting to look crowded. So I put like the 2 unconscious people like one over each shoulder. I'm like, okay, let's go.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
You'll be moving at half speed, carrying 2 people, but that's fine with me. I don't. That's fine.
Whatever.
Excellent. So you guys head back to town, and we will take. Let's take like 5 minutes, and then we'll be back and see what happens next.
All right.
Cool.
And we're
That's-
back with more Initiative Coffee Company Presents In the Red.
Jeez Louise.
Before the break, our heroes managed to evacuate a pretty dangerous tent scenario where the wind blew over a circus tent and crushed 4 people.
Oh.
They are alive, though not able to move on their own accords. They've been stacked into... 2 of them have been stacked into one of the carnival's carts that is being slowly driven... placed in rather than stacked on, I suppose. That is being driven to town while your himbo and mine, Cooper Nettles, single-handedly carries the remaining 2 who happen to be unconscious. And that is when things go from bad to worse, as you hear the sounds of howling coming from kind of all around. And it is painfully clear that you are being surrounded by some sort of canine-type creatures. You notice as the circus folk kind of circle up and try to draw the attention of one of these packs, while the people in town flee back to town. But as Cooper moves slowly, carrying the weight of 2 patients on his shoulders, there are 5 pretty large hounds giving chase.
Him?
They're chasing us?
You guys, yeah. 5 is half of... The other 5 have gone to the carnival folk.
Have gone where?
To the carnival folk.
Carnival.
Oh.
Are we not in roll 20? Is this
We're not. No, this is not mapped out. So this will be theater of the mind.
I will put the 2 people that aren't on the cart in the cart and hand them to the people who have broken legs and be like, here,
Okay.
hold your friend.
Good luck.
Don't die. Good luck.
I'm not gonna leave them.
It's kind of like giving the broken. It's giving the broken. It's like, haha, you can't run as fast as me.
This is your problem now. See ya.
How big are these hounds? Are they like medium
large.
sized? Large. They're large.
Sized.
Ooh,
They look
I'm only medium
a
size.
little bit like dire wolves, but there's something peculiar about them that you can't quite place.
We haven't seen these kinds of wolves before?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
They're very airy.
I
I
cast
know,
a spell.
I know
Okay.
you just said we can't place it, but
I'm
what?
cast-
Go.
No, go ahead.
What is it about them that we can't?
They just look somehow more feral than typical dire wolves, and you notice like their throats are somehow like
Bulbous.
more muscly and like a little bit thicker and tougher, and there's like a little bit of like a pocket there that you don't expect to see in wolves.
I'm casting a spell.
Okay.
Where am I? I guess I'm going to upcast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
In relation to us moving back towards town, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Where are like everyone's kind of pocketed together? Like we're kind of like the last crew coming back. I'm assuming, correct?
I would assume so, yeah.
So I'm casting Spirit Guardians upcasted,
Mm-hmm.
and holding the perimeter, and like at that same time going like, "Go away!" and like almost just the energy coming off of me is how I'm casting the spell. Like,
Okay. Yeah, so you shout at these big old wolves, and as you shout, the air seems to air around you seems to fill with this like kind of like revolving, viney, thorny, ethereal plant matter, for lack of a better word, these briars that kind of move around you. What level are you casting it at? Fourth. And I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Oh. Spit rolled an 11.
Okay.
Got it.
Why don't we do it this way? Does anybody have above a 20?
Yes.
I have a 12.
That's not how this way is. Does anybody have between a 15 and a 20? 10 to 15.
Yes.
Spit, you have an 11?
Yes, sir.
Dimitri has a 12?
Yes.
And then Enix and Morty, who's going first?
7, and he's got a 5.
What is your initiative? Wait. Did you roll a 1?
Who?
Ooh.
Endix.
No, I rolled a 3. I have +2.
Sorry, we're not as cool and as agile as you.
Cooper,
That's-
there are
that's Dex.
5 wolves approaching you aggressively.
I'm gonna take out my glaive and
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to the first one and I am going to hit it with that glaive.
Okay.
Is the moon out? Is it a 5-wolf moon right now? That'd be pretty sweet.
Wonder, does that exist?
Is Brian frozen or is he writing? Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear what the attack roll is.
The roll is.
Oh, this is not correct. For some reason, roll 20. Is this not? I know what's wrong. I didn't equip my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
In D&D Beyond. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't equip my shield either.
Well, fortunately, a glaive is a two-handed weapon, so...
Yeah, so I didn't on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. First hit. 11.
11 will miss.
And I will go in for a second attack with a... Oh, math is hard. 24.
24 hits.
Good.
Yeah,
wow,
I hope
it's been
it
a
does.
while since I've played with dice. Forgot what each one of them mean. Son of a bitch.
What they mean?
I was like, how?
Well,
many?
you see, each one of these marks here
Which
is a number.
one?
They represent a randomly
Cooper is
generated
that
number.
good at counting. Yeah.
I hit it with 6.
Okay.
And because I am a polar master, I would like to use a bonus attack to whack it with the back.
With the other end of your glaive.
Oh.
Yeah. That is also, goddamn. Wait, what's my crit range?
That's a 20.
Oh, okay. Roll 20 usually does all this for me. That's also a 24.
Okay.
And it is a 9 to hit.
For 9 damage.
Yeah,
Have a
9
plus
to
5 strength.
What?
Your
Yeah.
polar... Okay,
Yeah,
that's
she's yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you. I just imagine in game Cooper, like as he's hitting things, being like, all right, 5 plus 1. Did I equip it? I don't.
He charges up with no weapon, swings once, and then remembers he has to grab his weapon.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good. Probably.
As you charge up to this big ol' wolf, you notice that the area around it is dangerously hot. And as you strike it, you take 4 points of fire damage.
Oof.
As it is emanating painful heat.
We need to
I
get
yell
rid of our
back.
dragon, guys.
And yell back to everybody, oh, they're hot.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Just like you.
And then they attack.
Wait.
The first one that Cooper just attacked will try to bite him. I have a 17 to hit.
Nope.
The second one will also try to bite him. I have a 19 to hit.
Yes.
You're going to take 7 piercing damage and 7 fire damage. The third one is going to charge up to Morty and will stand 15 feet away. Morty, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, at 15 feet he still gets hit. Let's go! Well, he needs to make a wisdom save first.
I have 16.
That's the number. It's gonna be 19 down to 9 radiant damage, and he's a dex save.
Yes.
15.
The 15 saves, so you're only going to take 11 points of fire damage as he spits out a fiery breath at you.
Yep, and I got a 20 on my con save, so I'm good on my concentration.
Perfect. The other two are going to charge up to Spit, and they are going to... each of them are going to use a breath attack as well. I need 2 separate dexterity saving throws.
Do they
Sure.
also enter my circle?
No, they notably go around your circle, as if they somehow have a preternatural awareness of the green energies that are flowing around you.
All right, and because these are dexterity saving throws on area attacks such as breath,
Mhm.
my what's its face ability as a rogue kicks in.
Evasion. Yep.
Is that a reaction or is that an innate trait of mine?
Let me double check. This is important. It is just an innate trait.
Great, because I was like, I know that my dodge is a reaction. I can only use it once. Okay, cool. So, first dex saving throw. And it's just the dex modifier, so 19.
As a rogue, you should be proficient.
Oh. Yes,
but,
I am.
But 19 also
23.
saves.
23. You're right. Yeah, I see the saving throw. I see the dot. I see the +8 very clearly in front of my face.
And then the second one.
And that one's actually a 19 now.
Okay, great. Dimitri.
What is the relative layout? Like, are we circular? Like, how far away is
so you
everyone
guys are
from
kind
each
of
other
like,
right now?
you're kind of like, I guess like a semicircle-ish with Morty at like the apex, kind of like the open part of the semicircle is coming close to pretty lined up with the north gate of town.
Okay,
And then there's
so
kind of
they
like
We're forming a bastion shield against the wolves protecting the people.
yes, and then there's
Okay.
like to the north, like 200 feet is like the northern like bluff where the tents are, and then kind of like way to the west is like the next like break in the next like bluff. So you've got kind of an open plain here that these wolves are just charging in on.
and I've noticed them like spit and fire and things of that nature.
You've noticed 3 of them, or one of them spit fire. The 2 that spit notably spit cold energy.
Okay. Um.
But other than the energy, they appear to be very similar.
They
They appear to
cast
be.
their breath at distance from me, correct?
15
or...
feet.
Got it.
So all the wolves are relatively far from us, except for the one that like attacked.
I mean, all of them
Ernest.
have attacked someone, right? Like one of them attacked Morty, two of them attacked Cooper, and two of them attacked Spit at 15 feet. The one
At
that
15
attacked
feet.
Morty is 15 feet out too, but like 15 feet does not appear to be a very tough obstacle for these wolves to overcome.
Right. So if I was to say throw a dust of dryness in the middle of them all, that is filled with a bunch of water, would that then like scatter them everywhere as well as us?
Um, there, you don't get the idea that it would have that desired effect.
Yeah.
It would make everyone wet. Like,
Hey, I've got these pearls. I'm trying to figure out something. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will cast let's see here. Um I will cast Ensnaring Strike, and then I will ready my bow and fire at one of the wolves. Actually, no. I'm not going to cast Ensnaring Strike. Uh, for me to call my wolves, is that an action?
that I guess is a, a
They wouldn't have been at the carnival, so...
yeah. They're
Right.
probably in town. It's a bonus action to like get your companion around. The others would show up, but don't have like you don't have you have control over your companion.
Right. So if I like pulled my companion in and then commanded him to attack as well or to help defend,
Mhm.
would the other two would probably follow suit because they'd be protecting their alpha
I mean,
person,
uh,
maybe.
within substantial reason. Yes.
I was just going to call my companion so we could outnumber these wolves 6-5 is all I was really thinking.
Okay.
But so I want to use my bonus action to call my companion
Mhm.
and then have him. I think I wrote down the commands so I would know these commands because it's not in D&D Beyond. Because for some reason nobody likes to use, Beastmaster. Oh no.
It's because it wasn't very good until they fixed it.
Until it got really, really good.
Yeah. So I don't know what the really, really good is because I don't think I have that guide. That's the thing.
If you're using D&D Beyond, it's been updated. So
Oh, it has?
I think so.
I'd have to go and edit my character and hit that in.
Every time I hear
But-
the words Beastmaster, I get flashbacks from the time that Brian tried to make me watch the show Beastmaster.
it's good.
All right, so I'll just command mine. I'll use my action to command it to attack one of the guys.
The
and then-
one that Cooper has already attacked and has taken the most damage.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do that. So
Thanks,
I guess thanks, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I guess there it goes. Okay, so it is in here. But so I guess do I roll my die and use my attack something or other?
You should have stats for your wolf.
Your wolf, and then I believe you get to add your proficiency bonus to the attack rolls, if I'm remembering via Big Mars playing of Beastmaster very recently.
I do not have a Ranger's Companion. Show more. I don't know where I'm supposed to add a companion.
If
Oh,
you just look
there it
up,
is.
I looked
Wolf.
up wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. Melee base attack plus 4 to hit, reach of 5. All right. So I'll just do that.
Oh, they're
So-
gonna singe.
They'll be fine.
We can bring him back.
I don't know.
So that's a 4 plus 4, so that's 8. Ouch.
8 misses.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, it didn't singe.
Then mine don't do anything. Okay. So and then I guess I don't get an extra attack or an extra action because
Wait, hold on, really quick. that the wolf attacked the one that was attacking Cooper, correct? That Cooper attacked, correct?
Yes.
Wolves have pack tactics,
Yeah,
allowing
So-
you to get advantage on the attack roll.
exactly. I was like, wait, something about this is like me.
All right, 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. It does not meet their armor class. Anything else?
That'll be it, as I now work on finding my wolf companion now.
Okay. Spit.
I too wish to up the ante and try to outnumber the wolves here. So my intent is to uh, summon the blink dogs with the whistle that I still had appropriated from Enix earlier. I had it from the vault. You haven't asked for it back yet.
The blink dogs are summoned with the bone, not the whistle.
And
The
I have
bone, the bone, yeah. No, I summoned them. We stood on pressure plates together.
So how far away from you are you going to throw the bone to summon the blink dogs?
Oh, it's a throw.
Yeah, you play fetch with dogs that aren't there yet, and then they
That's
become
right.
there. It's like on brand for it's like thematic. I don't know. Go ahead.
I will throw the bone. Well, my strength isn't that super fantastic, so I can't throw it far anyway. So I'm gonna throw it into the center of the semicircle that we're in. So actually, as a question for that, Yen, is that an action that could be considered for my cunning action, or is that my action?
No, that is an action. Using a magic item to summon things is definitely a
That's what I figured. Okay, yeah, I figured. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and toss the bone into the center of our circle so that it's within the protection that Morty is providing us. And because I can't throw very far anyway. And not that I want to throw it super far, because it's windy. And I don't know where it'll end up landing.
You don't want to
if
lose
I don't.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay.
the dogs hopefully will get it back, but yeah.
Okay. Morty, you have
Whoa.
one hellhound attacking you.
So I'm holding. It sounds like from what I gathered a couple minutes ago, I'm holding kind of like the gate entrance.
There's 20 feet between you guys and the gate entrance, but by and large, yes, you are defending a gate entrance.
How far away is Spit from me?
Kind of like along the semicircle, he's probably like 10 or 15 feet away.
So he's literally at the other end of the semicircle.
No.
You're
So
in the
like
center, and
you're
then
the
we're
center,
like flanking
like
Well, I guess I was like, if I move over, then I'm like exposing half the gate entrance as well. I know I'm like 20 feet away from it.
no, you're like the apex, so it's you, and then like
Yeah.
Spit and Cooper, and then like Enix and Dimitri.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move to get those two dogs inside the ring that are next to Spit,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it next to the dog that's been attacked by Coop and Dimitri.
Okay.
And attack. I have a 15 to hit.
15 is the armor class.
Oh, cool. Is that? He's just spelling so long. 2 plus 4, 6 damage. It's not, unfortunately, the sides of a ship, but just shooting a bunch of cannons.
Yeah, that's
Right.
an 8th level.
It's just
spiritual weapon.
it's a single mace, just kind of going like wham.
Stop it.
Eh.
Go away. Okay.
It's more actually like kind of like a chancla maybe.
And then as your action, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast another spell.
Has to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a cantrip. I need a wisdom saving throw.
He fails.
Okay. Also weird, I don't have this dice just readily available.
D8. 2d8.
D12s.
Ah.
It's damaged. 15, 19 necrotic
Ooh.
damage. As
Wow.
a bell goes ding.
It doesn't
Right next to
appear to do as much damage as you expected.
That's fine. That was a lot of damage that I haven't done before.
Enix.
Yeah, so I know you've been explaining the arrangement that we're in, but I just want to be clear about this.
Do it again.
Well, don't do it again. But I want to use a spell that has its area of effect is a 60-foot cone.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, is there anywhere that I can, if I were to cast it from where I'm standing, would I be able to catch some or all of the wolves and not us?
No.
Right.
You could catch 2 of the wolves and Cooper, or 2 of the wolves and Spit.
Yeah.
I suppose you could move and catch 2 of the wolves and not Cooper.
For what it's worth, I enjoy being in the presence of area of effect.
I don't think you want this one. You really don't want this one.
As long as it's a dexterity saving throw,
So-
I'm a-okay.
Well, it's a constitution. Anyways,
Then I am not
yeah.
okay at all.
Okay. So, I want to maneuver. So if I want to, okay, I want to use Cone of Cold.
Mhm.
So I would like this to catch at least the wolf that was shooting fire at us. If I can get 2 of them, so much the better. But have all 5 of these woofs attacked us at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
Are 2 of them that spit fire conveniently next to each other? They would be
Yeah,
in
they're the
area of
ones
effect?
next to Cooper.
To Coop.
Okay, and I can maneuver myself to hit them and not Cooper?
Yes.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
So they both must make a Constitution saving throw.
They fail.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So do I make my attack roll for each one, or
You don't make
they-
attack rolls. You just throw
Just
the
damage.
damage.
or the
and then
damage roll? That's what
It's
I
one
meant.
damage roll. Yeah.
One damage roll. Okay.
Everything in that area of effect takes that damage.
Okay. 16, 21, 27, 29, 31 points of cold damage to both of them.
Wow.
Boom!
It's a 5th level
Strong.
spell, man.
Just go, crush.
So the one that Cooper attacked is now not alive.
It's now
Um,
frozen. It's a frozen statue.
Of
Cool.
what used to be a hellhound. Yep. Congratulations, Trev Ward, on becoming
Yeah!
a subscriber to Initiative Coffee. The other one appears to have taken a bunch of damage and is unhappy with you. That's all. Cooper.
And I just moved. Never mind. That was my bonus.
Cooper, there is one remaining hellhound nipping at you.
Wait, all the other ones are dead?
No,
the other
I
ones
have
are
a bunch.
attacking other
Next
people.
to you.
Oh, how many of them are in my zone?
One.
In my 10-foot zone?
One.
Fine.
Fine.
I do, so a lot of what I do is based on where things are in proximity to me.
Yeah.
And so the first thing I will do is get in my opportunity attack on this thing because it entered my zone.
You have to do that when it enters your zone.
Yes, but I did not want to interrupt. Because, I guess I didn't want to interrupt the gameplay because I have lots of opportunities to interrupt gameplay
You don't.
when
We don't. It's
things
also
enter
theater
the
of the
zone.
mind.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
fine, I
Like,
guess.
It got in my zone.
That will not fly in the future. You will have to use your attack of opportunity when it is
Be
provoked.
disruptive.
But
Okay. I'm
Oh.
fine with that, but I didn't
Jupiter would
want
be
to.
really
I
happy
didn't
with
want to
this.
wreck. I didn't want to wreck the moment.
my moments are not very well put together, so go ahead and wreck them.
Oh, okay. I see. It is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Excellent. Oh. 10 points of damage.
Okay, you take 7 points of fire damage when you attack.
oh my goodness.
I go and
It
I'm
is
gonna
still up.
hit it. I'm gonna hit
Okay.
it with all my hits. Attack number 1. That's a. God, math is the most difficult thing I'll ever do in my entire life. 14.
14 misses.
Oh, then that definitely misses.
Oof.
I'm gonna go ahead and what do they call that? This is my first time playing the
Benny's.
fighter.
Second wind. Action surge.
Action surge. That's the
Okay.
one.
What is that?
That was
She
a
gets another
19
action.
plus
A
9.
19. Yeah, that hits.
Definitely hits. For 9 points of damage.
You kill that wolf and then also take 8 points of fire damage.
Worth it.
Hashtag winning.
Yeah.
You still have half of an attack action and a bonus action left, and a move.
I think I just have a bonus action left.
Well,
and a
you
move.
get a full
You
attack
get a
when you
second
use
attack
bonus.
action.
When you use action surge, you get a second attack action, and because you have 2 attacks.
Remember,
it's
your
only attack
opportunity
action.
was earlier.
Oh. How far away is other wolf?
The one that was attacking Morty is like 15 feet from you.
I will move that
Okay.
5 feet to get it in my zone. And it's a critical hit.
Okay.
Wait, no, I rolled a
Hold on,
20.
what was-
Do I have to
Yes.
confirm
Yeah, it's a
it?
crit. No, you don't. This isn't 3rd edition anymore. You don't have to.
Oh my
This
God.
isn't Brian rolls
am-
anymore.
I am wrecked by 3.5. Like,
Wait, do I have to confirm?
so,
Do I have to roll it again?
so many times. How are we doing a critical hit? Is
It's
it
maximum
full dice.
damage plus the additional
roll.
dice. So whatever your damage die is on your halberd, it's that plus your
Plus
strength
another one.
plus the roll of the next one.
okay? So that would be a D10 plus 5, so it's 15.
Plus a die roll.
Let's go.
And then the die roll is a 2.
So 17.
Less crushing, but that's still crushing.
Do I
It's
still
re-
get
it's
the
really
plus
good.
5?
No, it's
No,
just one.
just
It's
just
plus 5's
the one
attached
plus
one.
five.
Okay.
You take 5 points of fire damage as you hit him.
Okay.
Where are
And
you looking?
then I am going to use my bonus action.
Did the one attacked Morty? What was Morty damaged by fire damage?
I was.
Okay, so you were fire breathed. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that pole arm.
Okay.
Bonus. Ooh, that's a miss. That was a 2 on the roll.
Oh.
Anything else?
Not at this time. I have many reaction options, so
I believe in you.
yeah. Is there just one wolf left?
There's 1 fire
3.
wolf and 2 cold wolves left.
Yeah.
Okay. If any of them enter my zone, please let me know.
Yep.
I like
the
that a
one,
lot.
The one that is already in your zone is gonna bite you. I have a
Is that
21
the
to hit.
firewolf?
What?
That's the firewolf.
Mhm.
You said a 20.
21.
Yeah, It
So
does.
that'll
do
be
that.
7 piercing and 7 fire damage.
Yikes.
And then the 2 cold ones will go. One of them is going to bite at Spit.
Yeah.
That is a 13 to hit.
Ooh, a 13 miss, yes.
And then the other one is going to bite at Morty. That's a critical.
Oh!
I'm going to reaction. Make that
you
not a
can do
critical.
that.
Okay. So that's just a hit then for 7 cold damage and 7 piercing.
Got a 17 on my save.
Okay. Dimitri and
All right.
the wolf.
So while I was looking at this, apparently I could do a lot of badass stuff with Ranger
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't realize I should have been doing with my wolf. Because I didn't also realize it has 36 hit points because it's 4 times my level. It also gets my proficiency bonus on its attack bonus. Yeah. That's awesome.
You know what? I'm
I'm
excited
happy
for
you're
the
discovering
badass things you're about to do. I'm very excited for, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is awesome. So, against one of the cold guys that's attacking Spit, I will command my wolf to attack it.
Okay.
And then I guess I will roll for it. So that is, it's going to bite it. So that's a roll of 9 plus my proficiency bonus plus 4 because that's what happens with a bite. So that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And then on its hit, it is 2d4 plus 2 plus my proficiency bonus. So that's 2d4 plus 6. So that's 10 damage
Okay.
on that. And then I will use my second action to attack my actual action to attack that wolf. Oh, is it just bonus action to attack?
Well, your familiar has an action.
No. That's part of
the bonus
his
action to command it.
Yeah, he uses his bonus action to command his wolf to do things.
Yeah, and now I will use my first attack to attack it.
This is my wolf or Coop's wolf? Morty's wolf.
It's the same wolf that my wolf just attacked, which is one of your wolves.
Got it.
So 14 plus 10, so 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And then 10 points of damage. Is it still alive?
It is. Also, your wolf takes 16 points of cold damage from hitting.
Holy mackerel!
2 hits.
Okay. That's ouch. And so that's 16 points from it attacking it or from
From your wolf attacking it.
Okay.
It does 1d8 cold damage when it is attacked in melee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
And my bonus attack, I'm going to shoot the same wolf.
You don't have your second attack action.
Second attack.
Your second
action
attack of the attack action. Okay.
of my attack action.
Oh, kitty.
14.
14 misses.
Miss.
It hits or misses?
Miss.
Misses? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so then my wolf takes 16 points of damage.
What's he saying?
Spit. At this point, three blink dogs show up behind you.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, you can give them a general direction. You don't have quite the control that a ranger would, and they are not nearly as potent as his wolf. But you can give them a vague direction, and they will do their best to fulfill that.
A vague direction meaning not like instruction as opposed to cardinal direction.
Yes, a vague direction as in like attack or like protect, something like that.
Got it. I'm going to go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go with attack. Clearly, my lesser proficiency in how to handle this was very evident in that confusion. But yes, I would like that. And then with the wolf that came in to go and bite one of the ones that was attacking me, in what way? Like, where is the wolf relative to me? Is it between me and the wolves? On the other side of the wolves? Is it?
You will
the two
get
wolves?
pack tactics, if that is what you're asking.
No, actually, I am interested in a similar cone effect. That NX was asking
you guys
about.
are adjacent to each other.
Okay, so if I were to use a cone effect, I could orient it in a way that I don't accidentally hit the wolf. Or I would.
The blink dogs, you mean? Oh, his
No.
wolf. Yeah, you could do that. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And one of the things that, like, given the return back from the vault and was thinking deeply about my history and where I come from, I had discovered through a sense of self-discovery and awareness that I have Dragon's Breath at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that's one of the material changes that's happened. And I'm going to say, well, I'll fight ice with fire, and I will cast Oh, wait, hold on. Does Dragon's Breath give me the ability to breathe, and then I need to do the breath as a separate action, or is it I perform the action of Dragon's Breath?
What does the spell say?
I think I'm gonna waste another turn.
I don't think
Just
you
a
will,
second.
actually.
Dragon's Breath, 5e. Ba-ba-ba. I imbue it. Yep, no, it's a wasted action again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is far less useful in the heat of the moment. I will instead cast. I will instead, now that I reread that, I'm just like, well, I will instead cast Firebolt at the one wolf that has been attacked a bunch, and it is one of the ice wolves, the cold wolves. So I will go ahead and attack. 13.
Misses.
I'm aware.
Morty.
So sad just hearing that.
Yeah.
So the two that are left in
There's
range.
There's two in range, yeah.
Two in range. Are they both? You said they're both cold?
Mhm.
Oh, I would like to move my spiritual weapon over. Just kind of my spiritual fly swatter or chancla. Actually, I like the idea of the chancla and just kind of like going airborne towards that, and that's the attack.
Okay.
The chancla attack is jeez, Louise, a 27 to hit.
Yep.
That's for 5 damage. 5 chancla damage, and then I'll ask it kindly. Can I get a wisdom save?
Wow.
21. I'm sorry, 19.
That also saves. I'm also going to maintain in range of them. I'm assuming I can't get all 3, so I'm just gonna maintain the 2 that are in range.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be in a cone formation or attempt to not be in a cone formation.
Okay.
Get breathed on.
Alex.
How far away from Cooper is the? There's one remaining hot boy, right?
Yeah, it is next to Cooper. It is 10 feet. It is 10 feet from Cooper.
10 feet. That's that's fine.
I'm sorry.
would-
It had to move up to attack him, so it is
Okay.
adjacent to Cooper.
So within 5 feet, or is it 10
Within
feet?
it is within 5 feet.
It's a
of
Cooper away.
Yes.
Hey Cooper, how do you feel about taking cold damage?
Like
I've taken a lot,
Yeah.
no,
taking
I'll
a
pick
lot.
something else.
but I could take some more.
I don't think you can take the amount of cold damage he's
No,
talking about you taking.
That's not. That wouldn't go well.
Exactly.
Well, alrighty. I would. Shoot. I would like to. No, I don't want to use that. Wow, I need to.
You could heal Cooper also. That is a thing
Yeah.
you could do.
I feel like as the person who's so far avoided getting hit by anything, I'd like to do that. So I'm gonna. I'm not still standing next to Cooper, am I?
No.
Because I moved the last time. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle my way on over, and use one of the. What would be the?
How
best
many?
to use?
I want you to know, even though I could, I will not be hitting NX with my whole arm attack. Even though he got it.
I really
He
appreciate it.
did get in your zone. I don't know.
Into the zone.
Sorry, I'm zip. I think.
Danger zone.
Are you trying to use the item or what? Or a spell?
I. Oh, I do have it. Okay. I'm comparing and contrasting using a spell versus using the spear, which sounds very counterintuitive. Let me stab you to heal you. Each level cure. Okay, so can I, with the Spear of the Moon, can I use multiple charges all at once to
Yes. You can
basically do
use
like?
1 to
Okay.
10 charges to get
Okay.
1 to 10 levels worth of cure wounds.
Hey, Cooper, how you feeling?
He's feeling bad. That's
I'm not
you're in
feeling
the heat of battle.
I'm
Not
not
time
feeling
to
the
do a full
worst.
investigation.
I feel like
Okay.
less than half.
Okay, how about I use 5 charges?
Okay.
That gets you. What's the equivalent? Is Cure Wounds the equivalent spell?
5d8 plus your wisdom.
14, 17, 21 plus 24 total.
Dang.
By stabbing you in the back.
Sheesh.
And
It was more like a gentle, like warming caress, like a person that uses like those like the things that people use to like get rid of hair, and it's like this wand thing.
well, I mean, in reality, I kind of envision as using, and maybe Brian had a different thought. Like I kind of use the butt of the spear, and like sort of touch it into the back. It probably doesn't work like that. The magic's probably in the head of the spear, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I
my
was
intention was the magic allows you to cast it normally,
Oh!
but like, however
You
you
do
want to
it.
flavor it, I guess.
So I stab you. I stab you so the entire head of the spear is inside you, and then
Phrasing.
and then it explodes in healing energy.
Yes.
And
and just to
I
be
hope
clear,
this
as-
feels. I
as
hope
I-
this feels good.
as I moved to heal Cooper, I moved to put Cooper directly between me and the wolf
That
that's in
checks
front
out.
of us. So, yeah.
Hmm?
So that happened.
Oh, it was scary, but it felt good.
Cooper, your turn.
Great. I think you know what's gonna happen.
I think you're gonna take some fire damage from attacking this wolf. Is what I think.
You know, I would have if I didn't miss.
Oh.
Oh.
Second
Oh, but I will this time because this is another critical hit.
Ooh, worth it.
attack. It results in 7 fire damage. But
Oh,
It's dead.
we'll take 19.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, still up. You take 7 fire.
Okay. I took my 7 fire.
Did you want to use your bonus action polearm butt attack?
I am looking real quick. I do think that is my other bonus action. I just got all these cool things that I can do. I'm making sure I do all of them.
Fighters are
but
pretty wicked.
yeah, most of them are like reaction
Mhm.
based with what I can do right now. So I will indeed
Okay.
do a bonus attack. It does yeah, that's a 19. I bet that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Take 7 more points of damage.
You'll take 4 fire damage.
Does this work?
And then it will. I need dexterity saving throws from you and Enix.
Ooh.
Does it explode?
No.
No, it's breathing. Because they lined up.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think that one through, did I?
I was just like, well, that's a choice. He was very explicit
16.
about it.
I am going to use my indomitable feat to re-roll this.
Your saving throw.
Oh boy! And instead, I'll get a 5, which
Okay.
makes it a rounding 7.
You'll take 21 fire damage. Enix, you'll take 10.
Oh. I gotta be a healer again.
The other
still
two,
Still got a half a spear of healing.
the chili boys. The first one will attack Spit. I have a crit Spit.
Hold, wait.
I'm sure you
I
do.
need I need wisdom saving throws before all that happens.
Oh.
The first one has a 16.
That saves. Second one.
The second one has 15.
Dramatic pause. That he fails. 16, 18, so 18 or 9.
All right. I do have a crit on Spit.
I'll use my reaction to remove that.
Okay. I do have a crit on Morty.
Yikes.
Yeah, they roll with advantage because of pack tactics.
Yeah.
Wait, he ran up to me?
Yeah, you're adjacent to.
Oh, yeah, that is shit. Oh. I don't want to be next to him, son of a bitch. All right, that's fine.
So the crit hits you for 15 piercing and 22 fire, so a total of 37 damage.
I can make the save. I don't know how likely it is. So my spirit guardians go down.
Okay. Sure. Checks out.
It would have been a good save. I need
It would
about
have
4
been.
more.
Yeah.
5 more.
Dimitri.
All right. So
I-
all
Not that I want to invite this, but Morty just canceled the crit. But
Oh,
I
yeah. You
still
take,
have an
you
AC
take
of
7 and
15.
7.
You see
7
where my
fire
hair
and
is
7
standing
piercing.
right now?
Right.
That's what's happening, and you're
Yeah.
asking for more damage?
I'm just saying, if I had forgotten, and then he's
It's like
just
a
like,
long
oh yeah,
thing,
like certain,
kind of
like
hair.
I would have
You know
paid
what?
for it later.
You know what? Spit, you take 7 fire and 7 piercing. And I am going to give you a reroll back for you reminding me about things.
Yay!
What
And
a slow
actively harming your character in the interest
So-
of fairness.
So for,
Right.
for what it's worth, are those 2 separate instances of damage, or one instance
It
of
is
damage
one
that I then can
instance
have?
of damage. That you can
Hooray!
then have,
7
yeah.
damage! Yay!
And Dimitri, it is you and the wolves' turn.
okay. So I will command my wolf to disengage retreat
Okay.
type thing. So the 3 dogs that were fighting, they're all kind of in a line right now. With people?
I mean,
Oh,
2
God.
of them are in a lined up next to Spit and Morty. The third
Okay.
one is over by Coop. They're not.
Are they
like,
all-
adjacent?
Are they all within 50 feet of each other?
15.
Yeah.
50, 5,
50,
5,
Yes.
0.
5-0. Yes.
We're all
Okay.
within 50 feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Wind Wall, and I'm going to draw the line of the wall to where it goes through the 3 enemies
Mhm.
and makes it like to where the wall will kind of push away, almost separating between. So I need a strength saving throw from each of the creatures.
I have a 19. I have a 16. And I have a 21.
Okay, they all save, but They each take 7 points of damage.
2 of them die. There's one frosty wolf still, the one that has most of Morty in its mouth, is still up. But the other
Consensual
two are dead.
relationship.
It's a
I
consensual.
don't think so.
That's what I
All
tell
right.
myself at night.
All right, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Spit.
Did the blink dogs do anything?
They attacked the one that has just been killed that was next to you. And they will attack this one as well. They all 3 of them hit,
Whoa!
which is good news.
Boom.
So,
Now blink dogs are taking damage. I don't
yeah,
know
the
how
bad
this
news
how
is
this
they've
works.
now, between all 3 of them hitting for 2 rounds, they've now taken a good deal of damage relative to their total hit points.
Right. Yeah. I don't want fake creatures. And I don't know if they're like Clyde. Oh no! Alright, so I in the spirit of actually doing things, I'm gonna go to the one wolf that's still there and say, "You hurt my friend!" And in fit of fury, I go and I finally pull out my
Yo, weapons.
short sword +1.
Let's get
Right.
him!
And I'm just, now that he's here, and I've got pack tactics, I am going to go ahead and attack, which also, if I'm successful, triggers my sneak attack. So first, that first one is a 17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, it does hit. Okay. Now, short sword +1. One of these. 20 points of short sword +1 damage. Oh wait, no, hold on. 20. I need to get back to the thing. 25 points of short sword
it's
+1
dead.
damage. Oh, take that! And I say as I twist my short sword.
Okay. You guys look up the hill, and you notice that the carnival crew has made very short work. It was on its way to help you. They made very short work of the 5 dogs that attacked them.
Better than us. Their wrestling techniques.
Well, they're pugilists first and foremost. They do appear to have some burns on them, and one of them has a finger that's frostbit. But other than that, they look pretty fine because I rolled 100 on percentile dice for their success. They made it look real easy.
They did all kinds of moves. It was like a second show almost.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, he
You
should have
notice
been there.
there are people standing on the ledge of the wall, just amazed at the show of force that they have given 300 feet away, while they're kind of nonplussed about the fact that you just guarded the gate against the rest of them. But that is the end of the encounter with the various Hell's Hounds.
I'm gonna treat all the everyone, but specifically the blink dogs.
Okay.
Just to maintain the hey, we don't summon you we summon you for cool things, but
Sure.
also helping us maintaining that. I'll use the word facade, but that's not exactly the word.
Yeah.
that
Make
I'm trying
a
to-
handle animal, I guess.
Okay, actually, I'm good at that. 15.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty predisposed to liking you all anyway. So
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna keep that going.
they seem pretty pleased, and then you kind of start focusing on other people, and when you look back, they have blinked away back to whence they came, but seemingly unmaimed, as it were.
Yeah.
I guess we go pick up the bodies that Cooper kind of handled to the other
He
people.
didn't throw them on the ground.
No.
They're all in the cart.
He put them in the cart. The cart is in town at this point.
I like to imagine that just this is your problem now. And
Wow.
then 30 seconds there, he's like, all right, I'm ready to take it back now.
right?
Can Cooper hit the frozen statue of the one hellhound real quick and have it just like shatter
I can do
like
that.
like it's completely frozen in liquid nitrogen or something?
I give you guidance.
Yeah,
don't
make
want-
an athletics check with guidance, I guess.
Oh,
Just
Like it's dead
explode
either
the
way. I just want to
statue.
see it go.
is guidance D8?
D4.
Don't get excited.
Oh.
It's a D4.
I meant to say, listen,
Don't worry, I'm working on that. And the next end of this arc, I'm working on other things too.
8 is divisible by 4. I did roll a 1. However, with guidance, I rolled a 2, and then I have a +9, so it's a 12.
That's not bad.
So you whack it pretty good, but it stays a frozen statue of a hellhound.
And we just, I
I
feel
mean-
like you and I sort of like lock eyes, just go, like just shrug and just carry on. It's dead
Cooper
either way. Like
quite a
Wait,
bit, but-
guys! I heard yelling towards Mayor Ornath's house.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, an hour.
Sorry, there was that was like 2.5 minutes ago.
let's
I feel like this is pressing.
I turn around, like, see if everyone has successfully made it back into town in this, I guess,
Yeah, if
2.5 minutes.
If there's like
And-
no one that's dying,
It is definitely more than I don't want Morty to set the time frame here.
Oh, okay.
It took a lot more than 2.5 minutes to like pick people up off the ground. And
I would
get
say it's
them
like
back to
15
town.
minutes probably.
15,
Okay.
15 minutes to a half hour. Yeah.
I'm just trying to catch the guy that's still in there.
All right, so
If
I'd
everyone's
like,
not dead,
yeah,
then that's where I'll draw my line. That's what I'm like trying to make sure that people are still okay. I'm not gonna leave someone that's like bleeding out unattended, dude.
No,
So,
everyone's
like that.
stable. Yeah, you
Then
made
I
sure
would be
everyone was
like-
stable before the attack from the wolves.
Like, I'll be right back. I just got blah and
right.
just quickly run away towards Mayor Ornath. I'm
Mayor
not actually
Ornath.
running
Yeah,
away.
let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we follow.
Sure. You head to Ornath's estate, and the door is closed, and you still hear him shouting inside. It's thick doors, so you can't quite make out exactly what he's shouting about, but he appears to be furious about something.
Remind me, does Mayor Ornath's estate have windows?
It does. Yeah.
Should we just knock on the door, guys? I mean, I was thinking I could go spy and all that stuff like that, but we should probably
We
just
could-
knock on the door.
We
Yeah.
could just bust in.
There's been a lot of yellings.
All of these things are things you absolutely could do.
Let's
So
knock
what
on
would
the
you
door.
like to do
Let's
before
knock,
Mayor starts
And
kicking
then
the
if
door?
nobody answers, we'll bust the door in.
I like that.
Okay. You knock, and the shouting continues as if he did not hear the knock.
Right.
Do it a little louder. He's probably not gonna like if I do it.
I want to make sure that he's safe. So
You kick down the door.
Why don't you
The
just kick down the
shouting
door? Can't
sounds.
you just open the door like casually? Just try to open the door first.
No.
Oh wait, you thought there was a 0 to 100 scale and not just a 0 and a 100 scale? There's nothing in between.
This is a binary, yeah.
what were you gonna say, Brian? If I react,
I was gonna say that the shouting seems more angry than concerned.
Got it.
It does not seem to be a fearful shout, but
Okay.
a shout of rage.
What do I gotta do, Brian?
Wait, does it sound like it's Bluebeard?
No, it sounds like Ornath.
It's just Mayor Ornath just
Yeah.
yelling at. Is he? Does we know what level he's on?
You get the idea that it is like on the main level.
Okay, this is not like it's coming up from a different location, or coming
Can
down
I-
from a different location.
Can I check the doorknob to see if it's actually locked?
I assume that you begin to check the doorknob as Cooper kicks the door in. Is that a fair assumption, or
The
Fair.
doorknob is no longer in your hand.
I already
So
rolled
I'm
a
like-
19.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right.
So you grab the door to like check the knob, and Cooper kicks it so hard that like you are
The
still
knob is just
holding
in
the
my
doorknob, but the door is no longer attached to it.
Oh,
And you hear
like,
him
"Oh."
like shuffling, like as you kick the door open, every drawer of every cabinet that is in this estate has been pulled out of that cabinet or dresser and is laying on the
He's
ground.
looking for something.
The place looks like it has been ransacked. You get the idea that he is missing something and looking for it.
What if he's looking for that sapphire?
Sapphire.
He's probably looking for the sapphire.
Hey, Ornath, is there anything we can help you search for?
Are you okay?
Can you keep it down? People are dying.
He says, I don't know how they managed to get past my defenses.
Can we hand him a scroll of guiding bolt?
What
No,
is
don't-
it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, before I'm like, I like that idea. Wait. What's it?
What do you mean it?
You said it.
No, I said they. I don't know how
They.
they managed to get past my defenses.
Who is they?
Presumably these carnies that have come to my town.
What's missing?
An amulet
Of.
of the manufacture of my late wife, Serena.
The manufacturer of your late wife's.
Serena made it.
What was it? What
Ah.
was it?
I thought somebody made
Ser-
Serena. That's where I was having a little issues here.
I mean, it could like the toys are replacements. They exist.
Beyond
People
the
grieve in different ways.
immediate sentimental value, is there something that else we should know about it? Because I get that, but is there something of potential problem towards the rest of the town? Because I understand that you're upset, but literally people just died.
What happened?
Oh, the carnival just blew over.
There was a strong
Two
gust
people
of wind. Strong sudden gusts of wind outside that affected the carnival. It caused the tents to collapse. We tried to get everyone back into town as safely as we could, but we missed a few, and
They're alive again, but they died.
right. So, luckily we've gotten them carted back to town. But I mean, we were going to tell you that, but we also wanted to know what was going on with you as well. You mentioned defenses. Hey, what defenses?
I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
That sounds about right. 15.
7.
21.
I get to reroll once.
11.
$19.
As you tell him that the carnival has blown over and maimed 2 of his people, most of you get out of the way as he picks up a chair and hurls it across the room. It rends itself asunder on when it strikes Cooper's muscular back. Cooper stands strong as it shatters to pieces, only taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Also, pieces explode off of the chair, striking Enix for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And he says,
So let's not do that again. Let's be reasonable here. And, the fact that we're trying to help out and the immediate response is throw a chair at someone is not the way to do it.
It does not seem as if he intended
he's
to throw the chair at anyone in particular. He was throwing
He was
the
just
chair.
frustrated.
He was throwing it in frustration. Yeah, I get
He
it.
was
Yeah,
He was
we
Bobby
get
Knighting.
it.
We can
Another
go do that
goddamn
elsewhere.
reason why this carnival shouldn't have been my goddamn town.
Yeah, let's take a step here
Yeah.
and go, why do you assume it's immediately the carnies? Like, let's just start right there. Because I would help someone in town who lost something themselves. Are you certain that it's gone? That's here. And then I look back at Dimitri, hopefully holding a scroll up that's not latest with, or laced with splintered wood from the chair, but
he says, I have searched every square inch of my estate.
You mentioned defenses.
there you go. I
What
like that.
defenses?
the words I've put on this house.
So was he lying to me?
Make an insight check.
Not defenses. Defenses.
Oh.
21.
It looks like he has just recently discovered it's missing.
No, not that. The defenses that he had mentioned when I tried to cast the silence spell.
No. You get the idea that he thinks his defenses were substantial.
Sufficient.
And somehow
someone could have gotten through.
Got past them. Yeah.
Got it. All right. So you have sent a sentimental piece from your late wife is gone. What
does it look like?
It is an amulet.
Yes. Of like.
Of golds, jewels, silver, platinum.
Gold amulet with silver inlay, with a portrait of myself and her.
Oh, that's nice.
How large or small?
Approximately 4 inches in an ovular shape.
That's big.
I put my claws up to my
That's like
face.
2 feet large. That's really big.
Yeah.
That's
He says, I don't,
Like shove my muzzle through it.
it's literally just this, just floating. Hey.
He says, yes, it's very challenging to create artwork small enough to fit into an amulet that is less than a 4-inch ovular shape.
That's true.
I like that's the response where people are like, I guess.
I don't know. I can tie knots that are smaller than 4 inches.
Seems kind of impractical to me, to be honest. I didn't say that. Of course I didn't say that out loud.
Pop off if you're gonna pop off.
When was the last time you had seen it?
2 nights before the carnival arrived. Before the carnival opened.
Where did you keep it?
How? Yeah.
Where did you keep it?
Next to my bedstand. Or in my bedstand.
Who else has been in the house?
You, Morty, that is the only other person that I know of, aside from the individuals you indicated were near the estate. Perhaps they could have...
But doesn't he have also a retinue of people that exist in his house? I thought there was like a group of people that also like kind of help with the
so there's like
stuff.
servant folk, but for whatever reason, he says that they haven't been in the house.
Well, does you know why?
They've been given the days off.
Okay.
To enjoy
it's
the
not
festivities.
like they just randomly were calling us sick.
No.
I kind of want to do a timeline check here, but Mayor Ornat, you had informed us of somebody that was missing an item just a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we asked you if you were missing anything the day after, but you hadn't seen your amulet in a handful of days. It sounds like a few days. So I would have imagined that with the knowledge of what's going on, you would have surely had to have checked on it sooner than that.
I checked on it when information was brought to me that things were going missing, and it was there at that point. However, Morty has told me that folks were near my estate since then, which is why it struck me as necessary to look for it today.
Well,
have the winds died down as we're talking to Mayor Ward now?
Make a perception check.
he was the one that told us that things went missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't give him any new info.
10, so
You know. Did you not
Unless-
tell him that people were running away
No,
from his
he
estate?
was he was the one that told us that things were going missing.
Right. I was under the maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. I was assuming
No,
that you
he-
had told him that people were
No,
fleeing his estate.
so I had said that, but he had told us that before that night happened.
I think all
When-
of the facts are checking out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess verifying is the timeline of events was
So
along
people
the
told
lines
him
of,
things were stolen.
and then he told us
He
that,
Told you that.
and
then the
then
next day, you saw people fleeing his estate.
and then
that
was
was
telling us
yesterday.
but that
This
he's
is-
saying
yeah.
2 days prior. That was the last time he checked, even though people had told him that things were missing.
Yes,
Wait,
2 days
I guess the better
prior
question
was like
is-
when they told him.
I
he
guess the
looked
better
for
question
it.
is as a DM to us, is his story verifying the timeline, even though the events are kind of weird?
The
like,
timeline
he's-
seems to check out. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's not. I mean, until we find out otherwise, or if he's in final, he's not currently in question of possible baloney. It's just like weird
It's
the
timing. thing.
timeline issues versus. Okay, all right.
You also know him to be a pretty savvy politician, and this kind of thing doesn't happen to his estate if he's bullshitting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was the verification, just making sure that wasn't
his estate currently looks like he lost the precious, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we know if we see it, we'll know what it looks like. The description of what you've given us would have been equivalent of if we see it, we know what it looks like.
Do you have any evidence, Mayor Ornath, of somebody breaking into your house? I know that Morty just informed you recently of some shady figures, but wanted to know if you saw anything, like any suspiciously unlocked windows or holes that are dug around or anything that seems to indicate somebody was around?
I have not. But the timing and reputation of carnival folk seems to be suspect.
I pull out the flyer from tonight's carnival, which I happen to have in my cloak, and I unfold it and I go, I know that you might not be able to see this, but look here, and I point at little sketch marks that are around, and I say, what these symbols are saying is that they, as a carnival organization, don't seek to loot or otherwise harm the hosting venues that they go to. Otherwise, they wouldn't be welcome at any host venues and such. So when you had originally informed us of the issue, I thought the same thing that you did. But based on this and what I'm able to read as a broke myself, it's my suspicion that the people who run the carnival are not responsible for it. It's not to say that those that follow the carnival are free from fault, but I wouldn't be so quick to place blame on the actual carnival organization itself.
Also, somebody could have just used the opportunity of the carnival was in town to make it look like the carnival workers did it, because most often people would blame it on the carnival. Know what I mean?
I suppose.
Hey, Mayor Ornath. I think this is a time I gotta ask, what did you put in place to prevent these people?
What do you mean?
You said you thought your protections were enough to prevent people from, I'm assuming, stealing this kind of object. What did you put in place?
Craig the Wizard provided several guards and wards.
We know Craig to be
Well, Craig's a dead guy, but
yeah,
Yeah.
We know Craig to be a dead guy.
but he's been dead for quite a few years at this point.
12
Yeah,
or 15 years, yeah.
Do spells degrade over time?
We don't know
In
because
D&D?
the only way we understand is the geese spell that is currently casted on Anton. It's just existing for an indefinite period of time because someone willed him to do it. We have a bad source of reference for degradation of spells. Um. So you're saying that something that happened 10 to 12 years ago could have protected against this.
Hey, I got a question.
Hmm.
I know that it's like a big necklace, but why would somebody want to steal a necklace of you and your wife?
It's a very good question.
Oh,
That's all the answer you're gonna give us.
This is I don't know. Perhaps
Was
it's
that-
some sort of personal attack.
Was
Perhaps
the amulet
rival
its-
towns.
Other towns are out there that want Winds Hollow to do poor.
Perhaps they're jealous of how successful
No,
we've been.
no. What towns?
I don't know what towns are still on the map. Frankly, we don't have a lot of contact. But perhaps Fireholm. Perhaps possibly even Sabin's Folly. They've been pretty much
They're
one of the
literally-
only.
50 to 100 miles away, aren't they?
If
Like this is like me asking you.
they are, yeah,
Yeah,
the other
it's
side of
quite
the
a
region, for
yeah,
sure.
it's quite far away.
He says, I don't know, frankly, but perhaps Woodhearth is still operational. Perhaps folks in Big Narrows. I don't. Could even be Unter recognizing a new.
Is there anyone in town that doesn't appreciate your position of power?
Not that has made it known to me.
Was
I'm gonna
that-
cast detect magic. I'm like, hey, can I cast a spell? I'm gonna ask him outright. The guy can I cast? I'll say, can I cast detect magic here?
If it helps find my amulet, yes.
Well, I'm just trying to do that because last time I was gonna be shunted anyway, so I just want to get your permission here
Mhm.
before doing so, and I'll cast detect magic.
Was the amulet itself imbued with any kind of magic?
No. It when she was alive, it allowed me to scry upon her to ensure that she was safe.
Wait, what does it do now?
Nothing, because she's dead.
I'm a. Where is she now?
She's buried.
I'm asking because I'm worried that her remains might be in danger.
oh
Her
man.
remains are not in danger.
How do you know?
be
You gotta
certain-
start talking, man.
How can you be certain when you thought something that was super precious to you that you have next to your bedside?
Because there are no remains.
But you said that they were buried. It's not adding up.
Can you
She was cremated. There's no remains.
Cremated. Yeah.
where are said remains of the said cremation?
Which they were blown into the wind.
Sorry.
Oh, I hate this place. God, I
You
hate
can leave.
Hollow.
My Aunt Carmen could talk to dead people, so, that's why I wanted to ask a clarifying question about the remains, because you never know.
Your aunt Carmen?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Carmen San Diego.
it's pronounced Santiago, but thank you.
The meaning was lost in translation in the history.
I just got it.
Wait, what?
Yikes.
That's some anchor, man.
Really?
Great movie.
He says, I don't know who would want to have some sort of personal attack against me, but
I mean, you've told us actually that there's a bunch of people that want a personal
Presumably.
attack against you because of who you are.
presumably, I mean, I don't know which of those would be the best.
So we do know, which if you go on a witch hunt, that's on you, man. but there is a tall person and a shorter person that is currently at large. A smaller humanoid and a human of 6 foot and
I
change
forgot about that.
that had hopped the fence nearby. But I
Mhm.
feel like you doing a witch hunt probably looks pretty bad, considering there are some dead undead people that are in your town now. I'm unfortunately going to say we have to deal with the fact, or maybe you have to deal with the fact, that your townsfolk are now significantly hurt by the fact that the carnival was, by outside dealings, impacted by wind, terrain. Who cares? Carrie's carnival. Carrie died. I had to bring him back to life. Siegfried can barely work as a blacksmith anymore, if able to, or even psychologically able to. That's another issue. Not even on for us, but for the town itself. I hate putting your current issues aside for the moment, but I think it'd be important for you to go and speak to the town about what's happened, like, you know, making a stronger symbol of how, like, you guys can rebuild, like, not only as like the community, but people died. If we weren't here, like, that would have been an issue. And I'm not trying to put like spotlight on us, but like there was significant things that happened, and I'm sorry, but like there needs to be some sort of interaction from you to your people. Like, you have some people have looked towards you for strength and a symbol of togetherness, and that just shook up the entire town. And I hope you can see that.
Perhaps you're right.
And I'm not trying to belittle your, like, we are here, and if we find something and any info you're willing to give us, or any info that, like, that you might remember, we are willing to look for, because you do represent something that's very important to us. But I think that if the people were to hear from you, I think that would do wonders, not only for the town, but the support that their town has towards you.
You're right. You're right. I'm being foolish and selfish.
No. Don't. That's not what I want you to take away from this. We are still your friends. Something has gone missing of yours. Something very important. Don't think that, like, this isn't a selfish, like, moment. There's something that's really important here. We are going to look for it. We're going to try to find it and try to correct the course of action that has occurred, but something very grand has happened in a not good way.
Mm-hmm.
So, not saying push it under the rug, but like take a sidestep, address this, and come back to what's happened tonight to you and your emotions, your family, and your home.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would appreciate hearing from the leader, Mayor Ornath, who has guided for so many years. I think they would quite clearly take that to heart.
As you have this poignant conversation with Ornath, at the end of it, he starts to step out of his estate to go and meet his people. And as you're starting to walk out behind him, you hear a shuffle from behind you as you see Bluebeard sprint up the stairs, sprint through the living area. And as you turn to look at what's going on, Morty, you notice as he slaps you very hard across the face and sprints out of the building.
No, he should have gone back into his cell. Oh no!
I really would have loved if he just went back to his cell. He's like, that's fine here. Just been like, wait, so he's running?
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get out of the building.
Point of clarification: does he enter Cooper's zone.
Oh
He
no!
100% enters
Oh
Cooper's zone.
no!
Absolutely, he does. Yeah.
Get out of here, Jude. I got
He
stuff
looks. He looks.
It just tosses Jude airborne. Get out of here, Jude!
Oh, mother farts.
Veniet!
only
This is
a-
why I took a hit for this!
It's only a 12 to hit.
Veniet!
Would you like to Benny or perhaps?
Is he wearing armor?
Okay.
He's not wearing armor. Would you like
Oh,
to
that's
Benny
right.
or perhaps adopt a wondrous thing to occur or any of these things?
I'm on deck right afterwards. By the way, this dude ain't getting away.
With an opportunity attack.
No, he's not gonna make it.
I'll do a reroll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's a 23.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
La, 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 la.
Out of curiosity, would a 12 have hit too if this armorless
No,
Bluebeard?
no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He's
Cool.
got an 87.
Oh,
It
Has
might
been 8
have.
plus his dex or whatever.
it's a 16.
Or 10 plus his dex.
16 damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
Does he go down?
He is prone. Yes.
His speed is also reduced 10 feet.
He's very prone.
God, I don't want to go for the grapple. Surprisingly enough, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
That is a critical failure.
He is held.
Hmm?
He's not going anywhere.
This slap
And
cost him.
stop.
What did you do? What spell?
Hold person.
Okay. You don't detect that your spell has had an effect, and
Does
when
he
you
just
go to
float
turn
in the
him
air?
over, from being prone, it appears as if Cooper's blow has killed him. You look on his face, and it is flush, and seems to be as if he.
Why
has
does this
been,
keep happening? And I slam down and I revivify him.
What?
Do you have revivifies left?
I have
One single slot.
one third level spell slot, 2 fourth level spell slots, a 5th level spell slot,
Oh,
3 first level spell slots. What those don't matter, but I. Still
I was
have
gonna
everybody
say.
left.
Wait, is this not a bad guy?
This guy is a bad guy. He's a dwarf with a blue beard. If anything, we're keeping this dude just for heck's sake because he just slapped me, and he's gonna get the concussion stick soon.
X and chuckles. Okay.
Unless he does not want to come back to life. I mean, that's up to you, Brian. If that's
Is,
dramatically appropriate.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, you're using revivify.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't come back.
Well, I don't know how that happened. I look up and go like, Risolka! And then like I pour some water in his throat and like I'm hoping that he doesn't look like he drowns.
Are you?
Who is that?
He's dead.
When you look at his body, it's clear that he has been going quite some time without sleep.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
it looks as if the blow is not what killed him so much as the exhaustion.
No,
of
I
him
know.
sprinting up the stairs. Oh my gosh.
And
His
that
minimal
is where we
physical
will end this week's episode of In the Red. Thank you so much for joining us, for playing along. If you want to get involved in the Red, you can join us on Patreon. $3 a month gets these folks a Benny every month. The $15 a month tier allows you to create either a Fey Spirit or some sort of NPC type character that will help them in their endeavors, or specifically be a problem for them to deal with in their endeavors. That will be largely up to you as you donate that money. Other than that, you can check us out at initiativecoffeeco.com. Pick up some coffee, either supporting us, the company that puts this all together, or supporting Jasper's Game Day and or Rise Above the Disorder with our Help Action Coffee program, in conjunction with Mini Terrain Domain for Jasper's Game Day, and with Holly Conrad for Rise Above Disorder. Other than that, find us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. You can check out these videos. I think we are up to date on the YouTube channel regarding In the Red. Other than that, until the next time, have fun, play with friends, and as always, roll together. Thanks, guys.